Shalom. This is to all Israelite groups and all Israelite communities and all breakoffs from One West and breakoffs from breakoffs from breakoffs from breakoffs. No matter what rainbow uniform you wear, red, white, purple and white, all white, it don't matter. You should all treat the ISUPK like your weird, misunderstood Sabbaths. You shouldn't do anything until you counsel with the ISUPK. We'll tell you when and what to eat. We'll tell you who to marry. We'll tell you who to have sex with and how. We'll tell you how to resolve conflicts with your wives. We'll tell you how to resolve conflicts with your kids, your brothers, your sisters, your parents, your friends, everybody. We'll tell you when and how to pray. We'll tell you how to direct your life in a way that's pleasing to the Most High God of Israel and our Black King Yahushua, a.k.a. Jesus Christ. We will be to you instead of a God. Just like the Most High told Moses in Exodus 4:16 that Aaron would be to him instead of a mouth and he would be to Aaron instead of a God, that's what we'll do for you. It is what you all need because none of you know what the fuck you are doing. I pray you understand. Shalom.
Oh, I busted into the train. I busted.
Let it ride real quick. Look. City eyes, it's time to vote God. My God, a real nigga, cause he wasn't no flaw. Posted on the corner like a watchdog. Family secure, got that shotty in the closet by the mob ball. Fuck what they heard, tell them it's all true. Be cautious, that foundation falls till you fall through. They gon' fall. Look, I keep this shit 50 times 2. Ain't no more heart in this game, I'm John Q. Colder than the avalanche, way above average. Fierce taste sweet, told him make me an apple crisp. Left us in the valley full of bones, this where hope found. Java, come on, man, dark sands get broke down. Riding through Evanston with Mark Quad, telling me how the crackers turn this childhood to a ghost town. Focus out, nigga, I lay that game down. I feel his pain, cause nothing is the same now. Never like shine like heaven through a rain cloud. Glock have a fit like my child, so tangent. Try to warn them niggas, we bear arms like tarantulas. Them mother niggas rap, I make anthems. I really seen prophets under this banner. Made my enemies bow down on camera. Told my design I wanted black and white like a panda. I'm better than that nigga that sunk dirty Diana. Look, I move like a Brazilian, precious cargo, spirit Asian, but I got a new semi-auto. Wave that bitch around like where's Waldo. Sleep if they won't, I cut through they Z's like I'm Zorro. Pay me for his name, so I gotta keep that steel clutch. Trust me, I'm not what you think. I squeeze till it click like Dorothy when the heels touch. The world got me dumb, I don't feel much. Ride around with Yara, just left the state bridge. Looking for a bitch better than Baby's kid. Remember I dropped Quiet Storm, I've been gone ever since. Still in the field, fuck them niggas on the fence, yeah.
Pando, kill the beat.
I don't know who, somebody need to hear this. Y'all speak Hebrew, that's Yiddish. How the fuck you try to label us anti-Semitic? We the Israelites, blacks, native Hispanics. The Germans get locked up for the Holocaust. Meanwhile, black people still up in the Holocaust. 100 million of us died in the transatlantic. 6 million died. I want the world to never forget it. You can never be a Jew. You a Ashkenaz. This ain't a star dum-dum. A gun that would die. Yeah, Yeezy told the truth and got ostracized. Not one person in the Bible had on a yarmulke. We were slaves in America like we was in Egypt. Y'all don't don't even fit the curses in the Torah neither. Y'all was blind to the truth. I had to make it clear how Jerusalem, your land, your people came from Europe. That was 1947. Yo, menorah got 9 sticks. It's really only 7. Yeah, it's us against the world. Armageddon. This what happened when you inherit lies from your ancestors. Y'all the synagogue of Satan with them black hats. Your whole nation sitting ducks, Aflacs. Bunch of thieves and culture vultures, ain't nothing kosher. To tell the truth, you vagabonds don't have a culture. Macedonia, Alexander and Philip, you a convert, so tell me, how the fuck is you Israel? That don't make you the people just cause you litter. Why my people can't hate your people like y'all hate Hitler? All the prophets was black and was called nigga. Y'all don't even fit the description that's in the scriptures. Abraham, all the way down to Jacob, we the real Jews. Y'all don't study Christ, y'all follow the Talmud. Keep it real, yeah, let's keep it real. Cold hard truth, it give you chills. Say y'all Jewish cause y'all ain't really them. About to do them like Hammond, it's the Feast of Purim. UPK undefeated, this an easy win. We was born fighting, y'all the evil twin. Jacob took hold of his heel, then out came his little red bastard and they kosher deals. It's only 12 tribes, y'all trying to make it 13. Esau despised his birthright, the Lord cursed him. He ain't the devil who is, I'm still searching. Ask your rabbi, why he get them babies herpes? I don't know what's worse, that or you claiming that you a Maccabee. I'm about to cancel, everybody trying to cancel ye. I ain't afraid to speak, this what I do. They riding to the core, I'm just judging them by their fruit. Cause they ain't suffering curses. If I was carnal, I promise I'd punch you in person. I know this an uncomfortable subject. They making millions off our culture and black people suffering from it. Yeah, they don't believe in Christ. They the Antichrist. Make a living off of niggas. They're a parasite. I ain't afraid to tell the truth. Niggas terrified. I'm about to go DEFCON 4. I ain't satisfied.
That is proof. That is absolute proof that they know we are the real Jews. That's absolute proof. Now you got the records. Go find me a white Jew on any archaeology in Egypt anywhere. You will never find a piece of archaeology with white people as slaves in Egypt. So don't tell me that they were slaves and it's their identity, and they know it. And another blasphemy of them, but they are Jews. The Lord knows the blasphemy of you so-called white people that say you are Jews and you are not Jews. You are not the people of the Lord. You are not God's chosen people. God's chosen people are living in the ghettos of America. God's chosen people are in poverty and depression in the streets of America. God's chosen people are walking around in America with no identity. That's where God's chosen people are.
One more left.
Shalom, Israel. The ISUPK started at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under command of Journey Hunter, priest and officer of Thousand Kawan, Banya Hawada, Banya Sha'ala, ISUPK, Louisiana, here in ISUPK Shreveport, located at 3222 West 70th Street in Shreveport, Louisiana. Again, this is ISUPK Louisiana Sabbath service. We're going to go ahead and get it in.
We're sharing, Mommy.
With that, I say Imagine, which means to stand.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Hey, look, we're playing some stuff.
I'm gonna make you turn it on with your thing. I'm gonna make you turn it on with your thing.
LOUISIANA, which means to Israel.
You gotta get the memory, bro.
We're going to say the prayers both in Hebrew and English. With that, I say Sar, which means to turn. Panakwadam, which means to face the east.
Yeah, that it's your food.
Turn your tablet down.
Turn it down.
Turn it down.
First, the Lord's Prayer. We'll say it in Hebrew first and then in English. Abanawa, Shabbat Shemaya, Kodash, Hayah, Shemka, Yahweh, Malakwaka, Taba'ah, Ratazaka, Haya, Aisha, Ba'arataza, Kawa, Haya, Bashamaya, Nathelanawa, Lakam, Kal, Yawam, Wasalaknawa, Kabawatnawa, Kasalaknawa, Kabawat Yanawa, Wala'a, Tabia'ayanawa, Manasayawan, Abal, Hawashayanawa, Mayan, Rai, Kaya, Laka, Hamalakwa, Waha'ala, Wahatapara, La'aiwalamyam, Aman. In the English, our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Yahweh, thy kingdom come, thy will be done, in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it. This is the power, or hakak in the Hebrew. Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Baba Kasha, Nathelanawa, Hakak, Lara Pa'a, Call Maka'ala, will call Matawa, Hakak, Natahar, Call Matazarayan, Hakak, Lahakwayam, Hamathiyam, Hakak, Al Rakarwa, Hatama'ala, Lagarshan, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Kawada Aman. In the English we read, Yahweh in the name of Yahweh Shai, please give us the power to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease, the power to cleanse the lepers, the power to raise the dead, the power against unclean spirits, to cast them out. In the name of Yahweh Shai. Thank you. So be it. This is Bless Israel, or Barak Yasha'Allah in the Hebrew. Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai. Barak Lanawa. Wa Yasha'Allah. Waha. Bayat Saparium. Barak. Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai. Kawada Aman. What we read in the English. Lord, in the name of Yahweh Shai, bless us and Israel and the school in the name of Yahweh Shai. Thank you. So be it. Psalms 121 in the Hebrew and then in the English. Asha'ah, Ayanya, Al-Haharya, Ma'ayan, Yaba'ah, Isaiah, Ma'ayin, Yahweh, Aisha, Shemayim, Wa'arataza, Al Yatan, Lamawat, Regalka, Al Yanawam, Shemarka, Halad Salaki, Hanala'a, Yanawam, Wala'a, Yayashan, Shawamar, Yasha'Allah, Yahweh, Shemarka, Yahweh, Tizalka, Al Yad, Yamka, Yawamam, Hashamash, La'ayakaka, Wayarak, Balal Yala, Yahweh, Yashamarka, Makal Ra, Yashamar, Ahnapashka, Yahweh, Yashamar, Taza'adka, Wawa'adka, Ma'ay, Wa'aydai Walam. In the English we read, I will lift up mine eyes unto the hills, from which cometh my help. My help cometh from Yahweh, which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep. Yahweh is thy keeper. Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. Yahweh shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in from this time forth and even forevermore. This is Psalms 83 in the Hebrew and then in the English. Alahayam, al Damiyalaka, al Takarash, wa al Tashakwat, al Kaya, Hana, Awayabyaka, Yahama, Yawan, Wama, Shana, Yaka, Sha'awa, Ra'ash, Al Aimaka, Ya'ira Yamwa, Sawad, Waya, the Aitazawa, Al Tazakawayaka, Amarwa, Lakawa, Wanakakidam, Mogaya, Wala'a, Yazakar, Sham Yasha'ala, Iwad, Kaya, Nawa Aitazawa, Laba, Yakadwa, Al Yaka, Barya, Yakarakwa, Ahalya, Adawam, Wayashemai, Alayam, Mawa'aba, Wahagariam, Gabal, Wa'aimawan, Wa'aimalak, Palasha, Anyashabia, Tazawar, Dum Ashawar, Nalawa, Hayawa, Zorawai, Labanya Lawat, Salah, Aishalaham, Kamadian, Kasaya, Sara'ah, Kayabian, Banakal, Koyashwan, Nashamadwa, Ba'ayan Da'ara, Hayawa, Daman, La'ah, Dama, Shayatamwa, Nadayab, Mawa, Ka'irab, Wakazaba, Wakazabak, Wakatazal, Mana'ai, Kal Nasiakamwa, Ashar, Amarwa, Nayarasha, Lanawa, At, Na'awa, Alahayam, Alahaya, Shayatamwa, Kagogala, Kakwash, Lapanya Rawaka, Ka'ash, Taba'ira, Ya'ira, Wakalahaba, Talahat, Haryam, Khan, Taradatma, Basa'iraka, Wabasa, Wapatka, Tabahalam, Mala'ah, Panyaham, Kualawan, Wayab Kwashwa, Shemka, Yahawa, Yabashwa, Waya, Bahawa, Idea I, Waya, Kaparwa, Waya, Avadwa, Waya, the Iowa, Kaya, Ata, Shemka, Yahawa, Lebanka, Al Yawan, Al Call, Ha'aratazah. In the English, keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy peace.
And be not still, O Yahweh.
And be not still, O Yahweh.
For lo,
thine
enemies make a tumult.
Thine enemies make a tumult.
And they that hate thee,
have
lifted up the head.
Have lifted up the head.
They have taken crafty counsel
They have taken crafty counsel
against thy people,
against thy people.
and consulted
And consulted
against thy hidden ones.
against thy enemies.
They have said,
They have said,
come
come,
and let us cut them off
let us cut them off
from being a nation,
from being a nation.
that the name of Yasha'Allah
That the name of Yahshua
may be no more in remembrance.
may no more remember.
For they have consulted together
For they have so
with one consent. They are confederate against thee.
They are confederate against thee.
The tabernacles of Edom and the Ishmaelites
And the Israelites
of Moab
of Moab
and the Hamarim,
and the Hagarenes,
Gabal
Gabal,
and Ammon
and Ammon
and Amalek,
and Amalek,
the Philistines
the Philistines,
with the inhabitants of Tyre.
with the inhabitants of Tyre.
Assur also is joined with them.
Assur also is joined with them.
They have hope in the children of Lot,
They have hope in the children of Lot.
Salah,
Salah.
Do unto them
Do unto them
as unto the Midianites,
as unto the Midianites,
as to Sisera,
as to Sisera,
as to Jabin,
as to Jabin,
at the brook of Kishon,
at the brook of Kishon,
which perished at Endor.
which perished at Endor.
They became as dung for the earth.
They became a dung for the earth.
Make their nobles like Oreb,
Make their nobles like Oreb,
and like Zaid.
and like Zaid.
Yea,
Yea,
all their princes
all their princes,
as Zabah,
as Sabbah,
and as Zamunda,
as the moon,
who said,
who said,
let us take to ourselves
"Let us take to ourselves
the houses of Yahweh
the houses of Yahweh
in possession.
in possession."
O my power,
Oh my power,
make them like a wheel,
make them like a wheel,
as the stubble before the wind,
as the stubble before the wind,
as the fire burneth the wood,
as the fire burns the wood,
and as the flame setteth the mountains on fire.
and as the flame setteth the mountains on fire.
So persecute them with thy
Hey,
tempest,
everybody,
So
let's
persecute
play
them
right
with thy
here.
tempest,
and make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame, that they may seek thy name, O Yahweh. Let them be confounded and troubled forever. Yea, let them be put to shame and perish, that men may know
that men may know
that thou,
that thou,
whose name alone
whose name alone
is Yahweh,
is Yahweh,
art the Most High
art the Most High
over all the earth.
of all the earth.
These are the curses. Blessed are you, Yahweh,
Blessed are you, Yahweh,
King of heaven and earth,
King of heaven and earth,
and all things living.
and all things living.
Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shai,
Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh.
listen to us now,
Listen to us now.
right now.
Right now.
Send evils and curses,
Sin, evils, and curses,
and punishment and destruction
and punishment and destruction
to the heathen
to the heathen
that speak against us,
that speak against
thy prophets,
thy prophet,
the teachers,
the teacher,
the princes,
the prince,
the priests,
the priest,
the Israelite brothers,
the Israelite brother,
and the school.
and the school.
Send evils and curses,
Sin, evils, and
and
curses,
punishment and destruction
and punishment and destruction
to the heathen,
to the heathen,
and shake loose the treasures
and shake loose the treasure
of the rich of Israel
of the rich of Israel
that refuse to give to the school. Force their riches into thy sanctuary. Send evils and curses, and punishment and destruction to the Edomites, and the nations, and their drug dealers, the court system, the prison system, Planned Parenthood, child support, all the government of our enemies, Amalek, synagogues and armies, Roman Catholic Church, the Pope, Islam, Christianity, Egyptology, militia, Ku Klux Klan, Aryan Nation, skinhead, Posse Kamatazi, the gay movement, the lesbian movement, spies, workers of witchcraft, NASA space program, Army, Navy, Air Force, Marine, Wall Street. Open up the internet and the airwaves, the cable access channels, and the radio channel. Convict the spirit of any of thy people that seek to stop us and bring swift destruction to all the heathens that stand in our way and try to stop us from broadcasting your words throughout the planet Earth. Let loose all the plagues. Let loose all the plagues. Let loose all the plagues. Curse them to go to and fro throughout the earth and consume them. Let the plagues shake the house of the thief and the murderer. Let Yahweh Shai, Michael, and Gabriel come down with the flying saucers and punish all the heathen that come up against us as we speak thy word. Cause it to be known by all that it is the angels that have done it. Cause it to be spread through the media throughout the whole world. Cause them to shake at thy coming. In the name of Yahweh Shai, thank you always. So be it. Sar, which means to turn. Yeshabia, you may be seated. All right, let's clap it up. Clap it up. All right, let's go ahead and get started with the reading. Today we'll be reading from the book of Numbers, chapter 35 and verse 7 to Deuteronomy chapter 1 and verse 8. We'll read first in the Hebrew and then we will read in the English. You can follow along if you have your Bibles available. For those of you that are online, I will share the screen so that you are able to see the English. The Hebrew, I'm not going to share that because it'll take too much of flipping back and forward. All right, so we'll begin in the book of Numbers, chapter 35 and verse 7. Call ha'ira yom ashar tatanawa la lawa yom araba ayom washamayna ayar atahan wa ata magarash yahan. Verse 8. Wa ha'ira yom ashar tatanawa ma'achat kazat banya yasha'ala ma'ata harab baraba salaki ta rabawa wa ma'ata hama'aita ta ma'aya tawa ayash kapaya na ha thawa ashar ya na hawa yatan ma'ay rayawa la lawayam. Verse 9. Waya debar Yahweh all Mashah la Amar. Verse 10. Debar all Baya Yasha'ala wa Amaraka Alaham Kaya Atham Ibaryam Ata Ha Yardan Al Ratazaha Karna'ain. Verse 11. Give it back to him. Give it back to him.
Is this the one that has a jerk in it?
Verse 11. Waha Korayatham Lakam Arayam Araya Makwalat Tahaya Yana Lakam Wa Nasa Shama Ratazak Maka Napash Baha Gaga. Verse 12. Waha Yawa Lakam Ha'irayam La Makwalat Maga Allah Wala'a Ya Mawath Haratazak Aid Imadwa Lapanya Ha'aida La Mashapat. Verse 13. Verse 13. Waha Irayam Ashar Tatanawa Shasha Iraya Makwalat Taha Yana Lakam. All right. Now in the English. We'll start Numbers chapter 35 and verse 7. So all the cities which ye shall give to the Levites shall be 48 cities. Them shall ye give with their suburbs. Now, this is talking about when the land was being divided up amongst the children of Israel, when Moses had to give each tribe and their families an inheritance or a portion of the land that which the Lord had promised them. And as you notice, they were getting cities and suburbs. The Levites were getting 48 cities or 48 cities amongst the tribe of Levi. Verse 8, and the cities which ye shall give shall be of the possession of the children of Yasha'ala. From them that have many, ye shall give many. But from them that have few, ye shall give few. Meaning that if the families were a large family, you give them large enough dwellings so that they're able to live and have a good enough space to be able to house all of the Lord's families. If the family was a smaller family, then you gave them a smaller city to where it didn't take for them to have much or a large amount to be able to house their families. Let's see, everyone shall give of his city unto the Levites according to his inheritance, which he inherited. Verse 9. And Yahweh spake unto Moses, saying, verse 10, speak unto the children of Yasha'Allah, and say unto them, when ye be come over Jordan into the land of Canaan. Verse 11, then ye shall appoint you cities to be cities of refuge for you, that the slayer may flee thither, which killeth any person at unawares. If anybody watched class on Thursday, I believe it was, it might have been Monday scripture breakdown, but I think it was Thursday. Somebody asked this question in class. The city of refuge was for individuals who unalived other individuals, and they didn't try to. It was an accidental unaliving. So that's what the Lord is telling Moses, that they needed to create a city of refuge or cities of refuge for those that slay or unalive other brothers and sisters, and it was unaware or accidental. Verse 12, and they shall be unto you cities for refuge from the avenger. The reason that it was a city of refuge from the avenger, it was a place or a city where the person who accidentally unalived your family member, you are the avenger. You want to unalive that person for unaliving your family. So the city of refuge was a place where the avenger could not avenge the death or the unaliving of their family member in that city, only within that city. Continuing in verse 12, that the manslayer die not until he stand before the congregation in judgment. So he still had to stand trial before the children of Israel or before the elders of Israel. All right, verse 13. And of these cities which ye shall give, 6 cities shall ye have for refuge. All right, back in the Hebrew, the book of Numbers chapter 35 and verse 14. Atah, Shalash, Ha'irayam, Tanoah, Ma'aibar, La Yaradan, Wa'atah, Shalash, Ha'irayam, Ba'arataza, Kana'ain, Irayah, Makwalat, Taha, Yahana, Salaki, Taha, Yana, verse 15, Labanya, Yasha'Allah, Walagar, Wa La Tawashab, Batawakam, Taha, Yana, Shasha, Ha'irayam, Ha'ala, La Makwalat, La Nawas, La Wanasa, Shema, Kal, Makam, Napash, Rashagaga, verse 16, Wa'ama, Ba Kalaya, Barazal, Haka, Hawa, Wayamath, Ratazak, Wa'a, Mawath, Yawamath, Ratazak. Verse 17.
In the box.
Wa'ama ba'afan yada ashar ya mawath ba kawa wa yamath ratazak hawa'a mawath ya wamath haratazak. Verse 18. Awa bakal ya Aitazak, Yad, Ashar, Yamawath, Baya, Hakahan, Wayamath, Ratazak, Ha, Wa'a, Mawath, Yawamath, Ha, Ratazak. Verse 19. Ba'al, Hadam, Ya, Mayad, Atha, Haratazak, Ba, Pagawa, Ga'aiwa, Bawa, Ha, Wa'a, Ya, Matanwa. And verse 20, hold on 1 second. Verse 20, Wa ama bashana'a ha Yahadapan, Panwa, Awa, Ha Shalyaka, Ayawa, Bataza, Dahaya, Dayaha, Waya Ma. All right, back in the English, starting at verse 14. The book of Numbers, chapter 35 and verse 14. Ye shall give 3 cities on this side Jordan, and 3 cities shall ye give in the land of Canaan, which shall be cities of refuge. So before they crossed over into Canaan's land, he was supposed to make 3 cities. And then when they got into Canaan's land, there was supposed to be 3 cities within Canaan as well, where there was supposed to be cities of refuge for those who accidentally unalived others, and to keep them safe from the avengers of those who are unalived. Verse 15, these 6 cities shall be a refuge, both for the children of Yasha'Allah, and for the stranger, and for the sojourner among them, that everyone that killeth any person unawares may flee thither. So it wasn't just for the children of Israel, it was for the strangers that dwelt or came in the land. It was for the sojourners, those that traveled through the land that accidentally unalived someone. They had a city or a place of refuge. It would be a lot better here in America or in the world period if there were cities of refuge for those who accidentally unalived, and that would keep down a lot of the gang violence, the so-called black-on-black crime, the white-on-white crime. It would just be better because those people, say for instance, you got into an argument and got upset and threw something and hit somebody in the head and it unalived them. You were able to flee from that scene or from that place and go into one of these cities until it was time for you to stand trial. And the priest would hold the trial, the high priest and the leaders of the elders of the congregation of Yasha'Allah would hold the trial after a certain amount of time so that you'll be safe and that, from the avenger or the person, the family of that person that you accidentally unalived. All right, verse 16. And if he smite him with an instrument of iron so that he die, he is a murderer. The murderer shall surely be put to death. Now, the smiting with an instrument of iron, like a sword or an axe, if you hit somebody, you know you hitting them with an iron or an axe or something of that nature, you're just a murderer. You're not accidentally unaliving anybody. You're doing it intentionally. Somebody make you mad, you just have no rule over your own flesh. And the Bible say that a man that ruleth not over his own spirit, he is like a city that faileth, or a city without walls, paraphrasing, of course. But it is in the book of Proverbs. Verse 17, and if he smite him with throwing a stone, wherewith he may die, and he die, he is a murderer. The murderer shall surely be put to death. Now, remember I just said if you throw something and accidentally unalive somebody, say for instance, you get mad and you just throwing a rock and you don't know it's somebody over in the bushes or something, you hit them and kill them, you throw a brick and then unalive them. That's not the same as throwing a stone intentionally and trying to unalive or trying to harm somebody. It's a malicious act. So it depends on the malice or the reason or the purpose of why you're doing it. Babies, y'all got to keep it down, okay? The water. All right. Verse 18. Or if he smite him with a hand weapon of wood, wherewith he may die, and he die, he is a murderer. The murderer shall surely be put to death. Verse 19, the revenger of blood himself shall slay the murderer. When he meet him, he shall slay him. So if the avenger or the family member see the person who unalived their family out in the street somewhere, not in those cities though, outside of the cities, they can unalive them. And it says that they were able to avenge their family member or their friend or whoever it was. If I got upset and I saw the person who unalived a friend of mine or a brother of mine, when I see him in the street, it's on sight. And it was lawful. It was okay for me to unalive him because he unlawfully unalived a friend of mine or a brother of mine or a sister of mine. All right, and verse 20. But if he thrust him of hatred or hurl at him by laying of weight, that he died. All right, back in the Hebrew, the next 7 verses, Numbers 35 and verse 21. Awa ba'ayaba hakahan ba yadwa wa yamath ma wath ya wamath ha makah ratazak ha wa'a ga'al hadam ya mayat ata ha ratazak ba pagaiwa bawa. Verse 22. Wa ama ba pata'ai ba'al salaki bala salaki ba la'a ha yaba'a yabaha ha darawa awa ha hashal yaka al yawa call ya ba la'a tazada ya. Verse 23. Awa bakal aban ashar yawamath baha bala la'a ra'awath wayapal al yawa waya math wa'a la'a waba salaki wayab lawa wala'a wa bakwash ra'aita wa. Verse 24. Wa shapat wa ha aida bayan ha makah wa bayan ga'al hadam ayal ha mashapat yam ha'a la'a. Verse 25. Wa ha tazala wa ha aida ata haratazak mayad ga'al hadam wa hashayabwa ha aida all ayar ma kwalatwa ashar nasa shema wa yashab ba'aid mawat hakahan ha gadal ashar mashak athwa ba shamana ha Kodash. 1 second.
I like that. Which one did you like?
Verse 26. Wa ama ya taza'a ya taza'a ha ratazak ada gabawal ayar makolatwa ashar ya nasawa salaki ya nawas shema. In verse 27, namataza'a athwa ka'al makawataza ayar makolatwa wa ratazak ka'al haram ada haratazak ayan dama. All right, back in the English. Numbers 35 and verse 21. Or in enmity, smite him with his hand, that he die. He that smote him shall surely be put to death, for he is a murderer. The revenger of blood shall slay the murderer when he meet him. Again, if the revenger or the person that wants to avenge the unaliving of their friend or family member sees them in the street, they had every right to unalive them. All right, verse 22. But if he thrust him suddenly without enmity, or has cast upon him anything without laying of weight, Verse 23, or with any stone wherewith a man may die, seeing him not, and cast it upon him, that he died, and was not his enemy, neither sought his harm, meaning that he did it unaware. He wasn't trying to do it. He didn't have any enmity. He wasn't his enemy that he unalived. He didn't try to harm or hurt that person. Verse 24, then the congregation shall judge between the slayer and the revenger of blood according to these judgments. Verse 25, and the congregation shall deliver the slayer out of the hand of the revenger of blood, and the congregation shall restore him to the city of his refuge, whither he was fled, and he shall abide in it until the death of the high priest, which was anointed with the holy oil. And the reason that that person had to remain in that city of refuge until that high priest was unalive, or that he passed on, was because the high priest was the one who gave the judgment for him to be placed in that city. And once he is unalive, then he is free from that judgment. All right. Verse 26, but if the slayer shall at any time come without the border of the city of his refuge, whither he was fled. So if the person who unalives somebody comes outside of that city where he was fled, verse 27, and the revenger of blood find him without the borders of the city of his refuge, the revenger of blood killed the slayer. He shall not be guilty of blood. So if he do it and he's outside of the city, nothing is going to happen, because he is outside of what you would consider jurisdiction. He's outside of where he should be, so it's fair game at that time. He's able to unalive him and not be guilty of that. All right?
You can do it.
1 second.
Do the ball. Well, me.
All right. Now back in the Hebrew,
So I told you.
Numbers 35 and verse 8 to 28.
But if you do it hard.
Kaya ba'ayar makolatwa yeshab I mawa hakahan hagadol wa akarya mawath hakahan hagadol yashawab haratazak all aratazak akazak wa, verse 29, wa chaya wa Allah lakam la chakwa mashapat la darat yakam bakal ma wa shabbat yakam call makah napash la paya idayam ya ratazak ath haratazak wa aid akad la'a ya aina. Salagi, Amavia. She came my book up. By the Pash, La Mawat, verse 31. Wala'a, the Kwaka, Wa, Kapar, La Napash, Ratazak, Ashar, Hawa'a, Rasha'ai, La Mawat, Kaya, Mawath, Ya, Wamath, verse 32. Wala'a, Takwahak wa kapar lanawasa al ayar makwalatwa yashabwa la shawab la shabat ba'arataza aid mawath hakahan. Verse 33. Wala'a ta hanayapa wa At ha'arataza ashar atam baha kaya hadama ha wa'a ya hanayap at ha'arataza wala'a rataza la'a yakopar ladama ashar shapak baha kaya ama badam badama shapak wa. In verse 34. Wala'a tatama'a ata ha'arataza ashar atam yashab yam Baha, Ashar, Anya, Shekan, Bathwaka, Laya, Anya, Yahweh, Shekan, Bathwaka, Banya, Yasha'ala. All right, back in the English. Verse 28. Numbers 35 and verse 28. Because he, Shalom, Lord Christ. Shalom, Yahweh Shema, Hashem Yahshua. Because he should have remained in the city of his refuge until his death, until the death of the high priest. But after the death of the high priest, the slayer shall return into the land of his possession. Shalom, Lord Christ. Shalom, yo, stop. So these things shall be for a statute of judgment unto you throughout your generations in all your dwellings. Verse 30. Whoso killeth any person, the murderer shall be put to death by the mouth of the witnesses. But one witness shall not testify against any person to cause him to die. Did anybody tell me why it say one witness cannot testify against the person and then they die because one witness testified?
Because there have to be two or more.
Exactly. Good job. She said because there had to be two or more witnesses, and that is exactly right. According to the law, every man, a judgment has to be by two or more witnesses, and then a matter will be established. Good job. Excellent. All right. Verse 31. Moreover, ye shall take no satisfaction for the life of a murderer, which is guilty of death, but he shall be surely put to death. Anybody know what that word satisfaction means? Why it says that ye shall take no satisfaction?
What does it say again?
No sweat. It's saying verse 31. Moreover, ye shall take no satisfaction for the life of a murderer, which is guilty of death, but he shall be surely put to death.
You shouldn't be happy about it.
It's different. It's not the satisfaction that you would think. It's not happy about it or glad that they're being unalive. The word satisfaction in this context, it means take a bribe. You can't take a bribe for a murderer. Like, you know how America does all the time? Murderers get off scot-free, and they actually have done it, the murderer, and they pay a lawyer to do it, to say that they didn't do it, to convince people. That is considered the satisfaction that the scripture is talking about. You're not supposed to take any money or a bribe to get that murderer off of murder. He should surely be put to death, according to the Bible. Verse 32, and ye shall take no satisfaction for him that is fled to the city of his refuge, that he should come again to dwell in the land until the death of the priest. So the one that accidentally unalives somebody, you can't take money from him and allow him to just stay in the same city where he unalives people. He has to flee to the city as the high priest has commanded him, or not commanded. The high priest has given a judgment for him to remain in the city of refuge. He's not able to pay somebody to allow him to come back until that high priest is unalive or has passed on. All right, verse 33. 1 second. Verse 33. So ye shall not pollute the land therein ye are, for blood defileth the land, and the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that is shed therein, but by the blood of him that shed it. That makes sense? What that said? Want me to read it again? So ye shall not pollute the land wherein ye are, for blood it defileth the land. So the blood that somebody shed defiles the land. If blood is spilled, that land is defiled. And the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that is shed therein. It can't just be cleansed because there's blood that's spilled. The only way that it is cleansed, but by the blood of him that shed it. So if unalive, whoever intentionally unalive someone and shed their blood has to be shed to cleanse that blood that was shed. All right, verse 34. Defile not therefore the land which ye shall inhabit, wherein I dwell. For I, Yahweh, dwell among the children of Yasha'Allah. All right, back in the Hebrew, the book of Numbers, chapter 36 and verse 1. Wayakorabwa, Ra'ayash, Ra'ash, Ya, Ha-Abawath, Lamashapakta, Baya, Galiad, Galaid, Ban Makaya, Ban Manashah, Ma Mashapakath, Baya Yawasap, Waya Deborwa, Lapanya, Masha, Walapanya, Wanash Sha'a Yam, Ra'ashia, Abawath, Lapanya, Yasha'Allah. Verse 2. Waya Amarwa, Ata, Adayan, Adanya, Tazawa, Yahweh, Lathath, Ad Ha'arataza, Banakhalya, Banakhalha, Bagawara, Labanya, Yasha'Allah, Wa Adanya, Tazawa, Bayaha, Yawa, Hawa, Lathath, Nakhalath, Tazalapakad, Ak Yanawa, Laban Nathayawa. Verse 3. Wahayawa, La'akad, Ma Banya, Shabbatya, Banya, Yasha'Allah, La Nashya, Salaki, La Nashyam, Wanaga Garaiha, Na Halathan, Ma Nakhalath, Abath Yanwa, Wanawasap, I'll Na Khalath, Ha Mataha, Ashar, Taha Yanha, Laham, Wa Magaral, Na Khalathan, Wa Ha Salaki, Ya Garai. Just a second. Verse 4. Wa Amma, Ya Haya, Ha Yagab, Ha Yabal, Labanya, Yasha'Allah, Wa Na Wasap, Ha Na Khalathan, Al, Na Khalath, Ha Mataha, Ashar, Taha Yanha, Laham, Wa Manakhalath, Mataha, Abath Yanwa, Yagarai, Nakhalathan. Verse 5. Waya Tazawa, Masha, Ath, Banya, Yasha'Allah, Al, Paya, Yahweh, La Amar, Khan, Mataha, Banya, Yawasap, Debar Yam. Verse 6. Zaha, Hadabar, Ashar, Tazawa, Yahweh, La Banwath, Tazala, Had, La Amar, La Tawab, La Ayan, Yaham, Taha, Yanha, La Nash Yam, Aka, La Mashapakat, Mataha, A Bahayam, Taha, Yanha, La Nashyam. In verse 7, Wala A, the Sab, Nakhala, Labanya, Yasha'Allah, Ma Mataha, Al Mataha, Kaya, Ayash, Banakhalath, Mataha, Abath Yawa, Ya the Bak, Salaki, Ya the Bakwa, Banya, Yasha'Allah. All right, back in the English, Numbers chapter 36 and verse 1. The book of Numbers, chapter 36 and verse 1. And the chief fathers of the families of the children of Gilead, the sons of Nakar, the son of Manasseh, of the families of the sons of Joseph, came near and spake before Moses, and before the princes, the chief fathers of the children of Yasha'Allah. Verse 2, and they said, Yahweh commanded my Lord to give the land for an inheritance by lot to the children of Yasha'Allah. And my Lord was commanded by Yahweh to give the inheritance of Zelophehad, our brother, unto his daughters. Verse 3, and if they be married to any of the sons of the other tribes of the children of Yasha'Allah, then shall their inheritance be taken from the inheritance of our fathers, and shall be put to the inheritance of the tribe whereunto they are received. So shall it be taken from the lot of our inheritance. So what they're doing, they're bringing a grievance to Moses. They're coming to Moses and they're saying to him, okay, so our daughters, once they're married, if they choose to marry, say, now this is the tribe of Joseph, or who we would call now Ephraim or Manasseh. They're going to Moses and they're saying, well, if our daughters go and marry a Judite or Benjamite or a Levite, then the inheritance that is promised to our father goes to them. They get to take the land that was promised to Ephraim, or in this case, Joseph or Manasseh. So this is what they're bringing to Moses to tell him, why is that? Our inheritance will be taken nearly away if we got all these daughters and they go marry men of the other tribes of Israel. Then the inheritance of Joseph or Manasseh is going to go to those other tribes, which is going to diminish our inheritance. So that is what they're bringing. That's the grievance that they're bringing to Moses at this time. All right, verse 4. And when the Jubilee of the children of Yasha'Allah shall be, then shall their inheritance be put unto the inheritance of the tribe whereunto they are received. So shall their inheritance be taken away from the inheritance of the tribe of our fathers. That's what they're saying. It's going to be given to whoever they marry. If their husband is of another tribe of Israel, that other tribe is going to receive this inheritance. Verse 5, and Moses commanded the children of Yasha'Allah according to the word of Yahweh, saying, the tribe of the sons of Joseph had said well. Verse 6, this is the thing which Yahweh doth command concerning the daughters of Zelophehad, saying, let them marry to whom they think best. Let them marry whoever they choose to marry. Only to the families of the tribe of their father shall they marry. So shall not the inheritance of the children of Israel remove from tribe to tribe. For every one of the children of Yasha'Allah shall keep himself to the inheritance of the tribe of his father. So the inheritance did not pass on to the husband of another tribe. It stayed within that tribe. It did not pass on. All right. All right, back in the Hebrew, Numbers 36 and verse 8, excuse me. Wakal Bath Yarashath Nachala Ma Matawath Banya Yasha'Allah La'achad Ma Mashapak Kata Shalaki Ma Shapakat Mataha Stakalaya Abaya, Tahaya, La Asha, La Ma'ain, Ya Yarashwa, Banya, Yasha'Allah, Ayash, Nachalat, Abath Yawa, verse 9, Wala'a, Tasab, Nachala, Ma Mataha, La Mataha, Achar, Kaya, Ayash, Barchalathwa, Ya the Bakwa, Salaki, Ya the Bakwa, Matawath Banya Yasha'Allah, verse 10. Ka'ashar Tazawa'ah Yahweh Ada Masha Kan Aishwa Banawath Tazalapak, Tazalapakad, verse 11. Wata Haya Yanha Makhala Tarataza Wa Ha Gala Wa Malak Wa Malakha Wa Naiha Banawath Tazalapako Taza Lapakad Labanya Da Daya Han La Nashyam, verse 12. Mama Shapak Kata Banya Manasha Ban Yawasa Hayawa La Nashyam Wa Daya Na Khalathan Al Mataha Ma Shapakat Abayahan, verse 13. Alaha Ha Matazawath Wa Hamashapat Yam Ashar Tazawa Yahawa Bayad Masha Al Banya Yasha'ala Ba'ay Rabath Ma Wa'aba Al Yaradan Yarahawa. Verse Deuteronomy chapter 1 and verse 1. Alaha Ha Dabar Yam Ashar Dabar Masha Al Kal Yasha'ala Ba'ay Bar Ha Yardan Ba Madabar Ba'ay Rabah Mawal Sawap Bayan Pa'aran Wabanya Wabayan Kapal Walaban Wa Khatazarath Wadaya Zahab. All right, back in the English. Give me just 1 second. The book of Numbers, chapter 36 and verse 8. Let me make sure we don't have any questions. Okay. And if you have any questions, you can type them in the chat. If I see them, I will try to answer those questions. But please keep it to what is the context of the topic. The book of Numbers, chapter 36 and verse 8. And every daughter that possesseth an inheritance in any tribe of the children of Yasha'ala shall be wife unto one of the family of the tribe of her father, that the children of Yasha'ala may enjoy every man the inheritance of his father. Verse 9. Neither shall the inheritance remove from one tribe to another tribe, but every one of the tribes of the children of Yasha'ala shall keep himself to his own inheritance. Verse 10, even as Yahweh commanded Moses, so did the daughters of Zelophehad. Verse 11, for Malah, Tirzah, Hoglah, Milcah, and Noah, the daughters of Zelophehad, were married unto their father's brother's sons. Verse 12, and they were married into the families of the sons of Manasseh, the son of Joseph. And their inheritance remained in the tribe of the family of their father. Verse 13, these are the commandments and the judgments which Yahweh commanded by the hand of Moses unto the children of Yasha'ala in the plains of Moab by Jordan near Jericho. The book of Deuteronomy chapter 1 and verse 1. These be the words which Moses spake unto all Yasha'ala on the side of Jordan in the wilderness, in the plain over against the Red Sea, between Paran and Tefel, and Laban, and Hazaroth, and the Zahab. All right. Back in the Hebrew, the last 7 verses in Hebrew. Akkad, Ishar, Yawam, Maharab, Darak, Hara, Sha'ayar, Aid, Kodash, Baranai. Verse 3. Wayahaya, Ba'araba'ayam, Shana, Ba'aishathya, Aishar, Chadash, Ba'akad, Lachadash, Debar, Masha, Al, Banya, Yasha'ala, Kakal, Ashar, Tazawa, Yahweh, Athawa, Alaham. Verse 4. Akarya, Hakathwa, Atha, Sayakan, Malak, Ha'amarya, Ashar, Yawashab,
Stop it.
Bahashab, Bahashabawan, Wa'atha, Iwaga, Malak, Habashan, Ashar, Yawashab, Ba'aisha, Rath, Ba'aisha, Tharath, Ba'adara, Ayah, verse 5, Ba'aibar, Hayaradan, Ba'arataza, Ma'awa'aba, Ha, Wa'ayal, Masha, Ba'ar,
No, come sit down.
Ba'ar, Ata, Ha, Torah, Haza'ata, La'amar, verse 6, Yahweh, Alahaya, Noah, Jabbar, Alayana, Wa, Alayanawa, Bakarab, La'amar, Rabbah, Lakam, Shabbat, Bahar, Hazaha, verse 7, Panyawa, Wasa'aiwa, Lakam, Waba'awa, Hara, Ha'amariya, were all called Shekanyawa, Ba'iraba, Bahar, Wabashapala, Waban Nagab, Wabahawap, Hayam, Arataza, Ha Kana'ain Naya, Wahalaban Nawal, Aid, Ha Nahar, Hagadal, Nahar, Parath, and verse 8, Ra'aha, Nathathaya, Lapanya Kam, Ata Ha'arataza, Ba'awa, Warashwa, Ata Ha'arataza, Ashar, Nashaba'ai, Salaki. Yes, Nashaba'ai, Yahweh, La'abath Yakam, La'abaraham, La'ya Tazakhak, Wala Yaikwab, Latha, Laham, Wala Zara'aim, Akara Yaham. All right, and the last 7 verses in English. The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 1 and verse 2. These are 11 days' journey. There are 11 days' journey from Horeb by the way of Mount Seir unto Kadesh Barnea. Verse 3. And it came to pass in the 40th year, in the 11th month of the first day of the month, that Moses spake unto the children of Yasha'Allah, according to unto all that Yahweh had given him in commandment unto them. Verse 4. After he had slain Sihon, the king of the Amorites, which dwell in Heshbon, and Og, the king of Bashan, which dwell in Ashtaroth in Adria. Verse 5. On this side Jordan, in the land of Moab, began Moses to declare this law, saying, verse 6, Yahweh our power spake unto us in Horeb, saying, Ye have dwelt long enough in this mount. Verse 7, turn you and take your journey, and go to the mount of the Amorites, and unto all the places nigh thereunto, in the plain, in the hills, and in the vale, and in the south, and by the seaside, to the land of the Canaanites, and unto Lebanon, unto the great river, the river Euphrates. Verse 8, behold, I have set the land before you. Go in and possess the land which Yahweh sware unto your fathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, to give unto them and to their seed after them. That concludes the reading for the Sabbath service. With that, I say Imajum, which means to stand.
One, two, three, four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1.
Ajim, Sar, which means to turn,
Daddy.
Apan Hakodam, which means to face the east. We'll say the prayers both in Hebrew and in English. First, the Lord's Prayer. Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, Kodash, Hayah, Shemka, Yahweh, Malakwaka, Saba'ah, Ratazaka, Hayah, Aisha, Ba'arataza, Kawa, Hayah, Bashamayim, Nathanawa, Lakam, Call, Yawam, Wasalaknawa, Kabawatnawa, Kasalaknawa, Kabawat Yanawa, Wala'ah, Sabayayanawa, Banasayawan, Abal, Hawashayanawa, Mayan, Rai, Kaya, Laka, Hamalakwa, Waha'ala, Wahatapara, La'aiwalamyam, Aman. In the English we read, Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Yahweh thy kingdom come, thy will be done, in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. And forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it. This is the power, or hakat in the Hebrew. Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, Baba Kashah, Nathelanawa, hakat, Larapa'ah, Call Maka'ala, Wakal Matawa, hakat, Latahar, Ha Matazarayim, hakat, Lahakoyam, Hamathyam, hakat, Arakarwath, Hatama'ala, Lagarshin, Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, the water our mind. In the English we read, Yahweh in the name of Yahweh Shai, please give us the power to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease, the power to cleanse the lepers, the power to raise the dead, the power against unclean spirits, to cast them out. In the name of Yahweh Shai, thank you, so be it. This is Bless Israel, or Barak Yasha'Allah in the Hebrew. Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, Barak Lanawa, Wa Yasha'Allah, Wahab Bayat Saparium, Barak Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, the water our mind. In the English, Yahweh in the name of Yahweh Shai, bless us and Yasha'Allah and the school in the name of Yahweh Shai. Thank you, so be it. To Psalms 121 in the Hebrew and then in the English. Asha'ah, Ayanya, Al-Haharyim, Ma'ayan, Yaba'ah, Isaiah, Ma'ayin, Yahweh, Aisha, Shemayim, Wa'aratazah, Al-Yathan, Lamawat, Regalka, Al-Yanawam, Shemarka, Hanala'ah, Yanawam, Wala'ah, Yayashan, Shawamar, Yasha'Allah, Yahweh, Shemarka, Yahweh, Tezalka, Al-Yad, Yamka, Yawamam, Hashamash, La'ah Yakalka, Wayarak, Below Yalai, Yahweh, Yashamarka, Makal Rai, Yashamar, Atnapashka, Yahweh, Yashamar, Taza Adka, Wabawa Adka, Ma'ai, Wa'ayadai Walam. In the English we read, I will lift up mine eyes unto the hills, from which cometh my help. My help cometh from Yahweh, which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Yasha'Allah shall neither slumber nor sleep. Yahweh is thy keeper. Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. Yahweh shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in from this time forth and even forevermore. Psalms 83 in the Hebrew and then in the English. Alahayam, al Damiyalaka, al Takarash, wa al Tashakwat, al Kayahana, Awayabyaka, Yahama Yawan, wa Ma Shana Yaka, Sha'a Wara'ash, al Aimaka, Yara'ai, Salaki, Ya'ira Yamwa, Sawad, Waya Ta'aitazawa, al Tazapawanyaka, Amarawa, Lakawa, Wanakakidam, Magoya, Wala'a, Yazakar, Sham Yasha'Allah, Iwad, Kaya, Nawa'aitazawa, Laba, Yakadwa, Al Yaka, Barya, Yakarathwa, Ahalya, Adawam, Wayashamai, Alaham, Alayam, Mawa'aba, Wahagarium, Gabal, Wa'aimawan, Wa'aimalak, Palashat, Im Yashabia, Tazawar, Gam Ashawar, Nalawa, Im Hayawa, Zurawai, Labanya Lawat, Salah, Aisha Laham, Kamagyan, Kasaya Sara'a, Kayabyan, Barakal, Koyashwan, Nashamadwa, Ba'ayan Da'ara, Hayawa, Daman, La'a Dama, Shayatamwa, Nada Yamawa, Ka'ira, Wakazaba, Wakatazal, Manai, Kal Nasiya Kamwa, Ashar, Amarawa, Nayarasha, Lanawa, Ath, Na'awat, Alahayam, Alahaya, Shayatamwa, Kagogala, Kakwash, Lapanyarawa Ka'ash, Taba Ira Ya'ira, Wakalahaba, Talahat, Haryam, Khan, Tharadatma, Basa Iraka, Wabasa Wapatka, Tabahalam, Mala'a, Panyaham, Palawan, Wayabakwashwa, Shemka, Yahawa, Yabashwa, Wayabahawa, Aidiai, Wayahaparawa, Waya Abadwa, Waya the Iowa, Kaya Ata, Shemka, Yahawa, Labadka, Al Yawan, Al Kal Ha'arataza. In the English we read, keep not thy silence, O Yahweh, hold not thy peace, and be not still, O Yahweh. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up their head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Yasha'Allah may be no more in remembrance. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee, the tabernacles of Edom, and the Ishmaelites of Moab, and the Hagarenes, the Baal, and Ammon, and Amalek, the Philistines with the inhabitants of Tyre. Assur also is joined with them. They have hope in the children of Lot, Salah. Do unto them as unto the Midianites, as to Sisir, as to Javan, at the brook of Kishon, which perished at Endor. They became as dung for the earth. Make their nobles like Oreb, and like Zeid, yea, all their princes as Zabah, and as Zamunna, who said, let us take to ourselves the houses of Yahweh in possession. O my power, make them like a wheel, as the stubble before the wind, as the fire burneth the wood, and as the flame setteth the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame, that they may seek thy name, O Yahweh. Let them be confounded and troubled forever. Yea, let them be put to shame and perish, that men may know that thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, art the Most High over all the earth. There's blessings or barakayam in the Hebrew. Barakatah Yahweh wa Yahweh Shai, wa Maka Ya Allah, wa Alahayam, Matazabaya Alawap Yahana, ha Alawapyam, ha Saranyam, ha Kotazayanyam, ha Kayal Yalamyam, wa ha Akwakyam, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, the water Aman. In English we read, bless you Yahweh and Yahweh Shai and Michael and the angels, commanding General Yohana, the generals, the captains, the officers, the troopers, and the sisters. Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shai, thank you, so be it. Curses. Blessed are you, Yahweh, King of heaven and earth, and all things living. Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shai, listen to us now, right now. Send evils and curses, and punishment and destruction to the heathen that speak against us, thy prophets, the teachers, the princes, the priests, the Israelite brothers in the school. Send evils and curses, and punishment and destruction to the heathen, and shake loose the treasures of the rich of Israel that refuse to give to the school. Force their riches into thy sanctuary. Send evils and curses and punishment and destruction to the Edomites and the nations and their drug dealers, the court system, the prison system, Planned Parenthood, child support, all the governments of our enemy, Amalek, synagogues and army, Roman Catholic Church, the Pope, Islam, Christianity, Egyptology, militia, Ku Klux Klan, Aryan Nation, Skinhead, Posse Comitazi, the gay movement, the lesbian movement, spies, workers of witchcraft, NASA space program, Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Wall Street, the White House. Open up the internet and the airwaves, the cable access channels and the radio channels. Convict the spirit of any of thy people that seek to stop us and bring swift destruction to all the heathen that stand in the way or try to stop us from broadcasting your words throughout the planet Earth. Let loose all the plagues. Let loose all the plagues. Let loose all the plagues. Cause them to go to and fro through the earth and consume them. Let the plague shake the house of the thief and the murderer. Let Yahweh Shai, Michael, and Gabriel come down with the flying saucers and punish all the heathens that come up against us as we speak thy word. Cause it to be known by all that it is the angels that have done it. Cause it to be spread through the media throughout the whole world. Cause them to shake at thy coming. In the name of Yahweh Shai, thank you always. So be it. Sar, which means return. Sisters, Yeshabia, which means be seated. Men of Israel, we'll give one courtesy salute to the teacher. Men of Israel, Amajim Shabbat, Amajim, Barak, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, Barak Atham. Sar, which means turn and face the sisters. Sisters, Amajim, which means to stand. Men of Israel will give one courtesy salute to the sisters. Men of Israel, Amajim Shabbat, Amajim, Barak, Yahweh Shema Alatan, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Yazimata, class dismissed.
Yeah, Babylon is falling.